play this record as frequently as possible.
Hey everyone, it's me MrG. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my very first game review, Ori and the Will of the Wisp for the Xbox One. I did spend the whole week playing this game. I did finish it last night. I did enjoy it, so I thought let me make my very first game review for my channel. So I hope everybody enjoys it. This is my review for Ori and the Will of the Wisp for the Xbox One. Ori and the Will of the Wisp is a direct sequel to a game that came out in 2015 called Ori and the Blind Forest. It was made by a company called Moon Studios. It is a direct sequel that takes place straight after the end of the first game. You play a little white tree spirit called Ori. He's a mixture between a squirrel and a fox, and the game starts off with a beautiful 5-minute cutscene where you find out that there is a new owl that has been born into this forest, and you are tasked as Ori to look after the owl, teach it how to fly. And when you get out into the world and you start flying, a big storm hits, and the owl and Ori get separated, and you spend most of the game traveling through this world, through beautiful locations, looking for this owl that you have lost. I did finish Ori and the Blind Forest back in the day. I did really enjoy the game, but I did find that the game was very frustrating in terms of the controls that you used in the games. I was constantly fighting with my character. The controls were really bad. I didn't enjoy playing through the game because every time I tried to play the game, I was constantly in a struggle trying to get my character to do what I wanted. I did finish the game, I did like it, but I just found it very frustrating. I'm very happy to say that the company Moon Studios, not only did they improve on the controls, but they basically improved on everything in the sequel. This game was so much fun to play. It looked amazing, it sounded amazing, the controls were tightened up. It was such an enjoyable game to play. The game takes place over a large world, all done in beautiful 2D animated sprites. It looks like an oil painting throughout the whole game. The visuals are just stunning. Every scene looks amazing. Every character in the game looks amazing. The worlds looks amazing. The lighting effects look amazing. The boss battles are done so well. It is just such a beautiful visually looking game. I really loved every aspect of this game. It just looks so beautiful. The combat and the controls were improved upon so much as well. It is a 2D platform adventure game where you do have a lot of combat. Your main weapon is this little white light kind of sword. That is your main attack, but you do get a whole bunch of upgrades in the game. You can get like a hammer swipe. You can end up flying. You end up swimming. You end up being able to dig through sand. It is a lot of combat moves, and you do constantly find upgrades for your character through the game, are constantly upgrading the character, finding different moves, and overall the combat was really great. Such a vast improvement over the first game, it's ridiculous. Also, we have to talk about the musical score in the game. The music in this game was so wonderful. It's an orchestral soundtrack, but the songs and the music they use are just so wonderful to listen to. Even now, after finishing the game, I can remember the music in the game. It is so wonderfully made. Just such enjoyable to look at. Overall, the whole game is just beautiful. Beautiful visuals, beautiful music, beautiful graphics. Just everything about this game was just so charming and so beautiful. It is a really tough game. It was very challenging, especially the boss battles. Some of the boss battles took me like an hour to figure out what to do. I would go in, I would fight, I would constantly die and go back. But unlike the first game where it was frustrating to play, it was enjoyable because they had tightened the controls so much, and it was super tough. The game did take me about 16 hours to finish, but overall there are a lot of side missions, a lot of collectibles to do, so it can take you over 20 hours to finish this game if you want 100% complete the game. Overall, I really love this game. I thought it was wonderful. It was such a vast improvement over the first game. Visually, it looks phenomenal. It's some of the best 2D visuals I've ever seen in a game. The music was amazing. The combat was enjoyable. There was so much to do. I thought the story was really enthralling. overall, it was such a great game. It's one of my favorite games I played of the year. One of the best 2D games I've ever played. So for that reason alone, I have to give this game a 9 out of 10. Seriously, if you never played these games, you have to do yourself a favor and pick them up. It is available on the Xbox One, it is available on Xbox, and it has come out to the Nintendo Switch. I heard that the visuals are just as amazing on the Nintendo Switch. If you don't have an Xbox, do yourself a favor and pick it up on the Nintendo Switch. These games are so enjoyable. The first one was frustrating, as I said, but the sequel, Will of the Wisp, was vastly improved. It's just ridiculous how much they improved this game. I really love this game. Do yourself a favor, definitely play this game. So that was my video, my very first game review. I hope everybody enjoyed it. If you want me to make some more reviews for games, let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of my review. I am trying to play through games so that I can review them and make more videos for my channel. So just let me know how I'm doing. So I'm Mr. G. Give me a like, subscribe. I'm out.